the game, I remain silent. They toot their nose up cause I don't fuck with everybody. Cause they really hiding demons deep off in their closet. I'd rather pull up to the bank and make a new deposit. I'm a product of the real cause I move in silence.
Yo, what up, what up? You are now tuned into another episode. I am your host, Pop.
You rocking with your boy, Fella.
And we are the Mindset Podcast. You heard? Back at y'all again, man.
We back with it, like we always do, you know?
Back again.
In the flesh.
Got a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? The holidays are among us.
Yes, they are.
Like Ross would say. The fungus is among us.
We wrapping up the year.
Wrapping
you know
up
what I mean?
year.
From the top to the bottom. It's the end of 2022.
Definitely.
What's it looking like, Pop? What has the year shown you thus far? You know, we only got a few days left.
Few days left, man. And just to be reflective on it, it's been a long year, man. It's been some turbulence.
It has.
Along the way.
It has.
But all in all, man, I'm in good spirits going into the new year. You know what I mean? New relationships, new
business ventures, new
business ventures, trying to expand my mind a little bit.
It's about the mindset.
Definitely that.
New energy to the top of the year. Yeah. I'm not really on the New Year's resolutions because
I ain't on that
they get mixed in the sauce, as to say, you know what I mean? You really just gotta push yourself. Just stay true to self. Fact. If it's something that you want to move in the new year with and you're gonna make changes, just stay true to that. And I guarantee you it'll be a better outcome than you playing with it. Saying you're gonna do this and do that and you don't live up to it, don't say it to yourself. Just make your actions speak louder than words, like they always say.
Fact.
That's how I'm going into the new year. Like, it's up. 2023. You dig? It's gonna be days that are not so good. It's gonna be days that you feeling kind of icky.
Yeah.
Fuck it, push through them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Live every day to the fullest, like for real. Yeah. But I feel it. You know how you could just feel it to yourself, like, damn, like I got some things I want to accomplish 2023 that I haven't accomplished before this year, and I'm pushing myself to reach them goals. But I ain't setting no resolutions or nothing like that because you gotta wake up every day and push it. You can't be relying on nothing else but that. Right. Because everything, you know, things come at you. The unexpected does come.
Absolutely.
So shit, just push through that and just know that it's you relying on you to be the best you can be. Yeah. You feel me, Pop?
Man, sometimes I feel like life be going so fast. It's like I forget to set goals for myself. Every year this shit come back around, I just be like, bro, I ain't set no real goals for myself.
And shit do flop around fast now. Like, the turnaround is fairly quick. And watch, once we hop into January,
that shit speeding up. Soon as January hit, nigga, Valentine's Day gonna be there. Yep. Valentine's hit, nigga, Easter. Fuck, it's summertime again.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But this shit be breezing through, man.
It do, man.
One day at a time, though. One day at a time. Do what makes you happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Do what makes you happy. Be positive. Be prosperous. Be up. You feel me?
Be up.
Like I said, don't let them days get you down that you feeling that bad. Know that the next 24 or the next sunrise, you're gonna make it hit until the sunset.
Absolutely.
That's how we gotta do it. That's how we gotta rock. Absolutely. And we gotta hold each other accountable. Hold your friends and your partner and your family members. Y'all all hold each other accountable because accountability is what makes you be. Accountability makes you be a better and tougher person through adversity.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Feel? So
definitely. Gotta be accountable, be responsible. All those things gonna carry you a long way.
All those things.
Fact.
Because you know what's coming. What's the first big hit that's coming in January? Well, January, February. Shit. What everybody talking about?
I think we got some good shit on the ass end of the 22 to go into the 23 with.
What?
I'm just saying, you guys, we're gonna get into it.
I'm talking about the damn taxes. Everybody talking about the taxes.
I feel you. I feel you.
Sure
I thought you were talking about music.
Oh, we about to hop into the music, but as far as just bringing in the new year and, you know what I'm saying, being responsible, how we was talking about.
Facts.
No, use the gems that you learn and
Hey, these boys definitely out here scamming though. These folks talking about you can get 200,000 for the LLC. That shit don't sound good. They were tripping about you getting the 20.
Yeah.
How you gonna give you the 200?
You gotta watch what's going on. But as far as the music goes, we gearing up for a fire-ass 2023.
Definitely.
The way this year has it started off slow, got past spring, shit started heating up, summertime was hot. The bottom of the year was definitely heating up. You can tell artists is really ready to push to the forefront when it comes to the top of the year. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to hearing a lot of people. We're gonna chop it up about that. But just as far as just the new music at the bottom of the year, what piques your interest?
Man, we got some we definitely got some heat right here at the end. You wanna go and dive into it?
We could dive into it.
So first for me, we can talk the SZA album.
Let's do that.
She dropped the album called SOS. Fire. Right here at the end though.
Right here at the end.
Right here at the end. So it's this episode we're gonna go over a lot of lists.
Yeah.
So these albums that I'm mentioning now may or may not make those lists because they're too fresh.
Right.
You know, we're still listening to them. But definitely the SZA album. I thought the album was amazing. I thought the tone of the album was right on. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Put you in that laid back vibe. She got a joint on there called Special. That's probably one of my favorite joints. I don't know. I think I resonated with it a little bit more than the others.
Okay.
What you got?
I like Use because I like the boy Don Toliver.
Oh yeah.
He's one of the artists I'm gonna be looking forward to seeing at the top of the year. And I was just amazed that she had 23 tracks on here. She's not stemming away from none of the tracks. She probably got 50 in the vote.
They all joints too.
They all joints. The features: Travis Scott, Don Toliver.
Yep.
She got just the names of the tracks: Gone Girl, Nobody Gets Me, Conceited, Special, Too Late. It's real direct. So she really want people to, she really want people to really tap into what she's saying and trying to get the tracks. You know what I mean? 2017. Now she did have some compilation albums before that. You know, she was on the Black Panther. The Control Deluxe, she put that out as far as before this one, but just albums, just notable albums by herself. 2017 was the last time she dropped. So I'm guessing that's why she had got all these tracks on this album.
I think they doing some shit over there at TDE, cause now another one I kind of want to mention is Ab Soul.
Okay, yeah.
You know, it's been 6 years since he dropped.
Yeah.
I think they may have been going through something with the label, but also, you know, he was going through a lot of mental shit.
Yeah. And he spoke on that on this album too. But you're right. Schoolboy, J-Rock, I haven't heard nothing from them in these last 2-3 years. Kendrick, he just dropped his, but before that it was what, 3 years? Or maybe longer than that, right?
4.
4 years.
I think it was 4 for him.
So it might be something with the label, but they so structured over there, and they work as a cohesive unit. You didn't hear no riffraff about it. None of those artists came out and said, hey, I can't drop my album, or hey, something's problem with this, problem with that. And then it might have been problems, but they kept it under the radar because they worked it out internally.
Right.
I bet it was something that was going on where they couldn't really release music like that.
Right.
But they booming now. You see, Schoolboy. I mean, you see, Ab got one out. SZA got one out. Kendrick got one out. Best believe my boy Schoolboy coming next.
Yeah.
J-Rock on top of that.
Got Isaiah.
Isaiah Rashad. I bet he gonna come with some shit. Sir.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to my boy Sir. But yeah, SZA holding it down for the ladies. I know all the ladies have tapped into this shit.
Do you feel like? I feel like. Now her shit strained out the ballpark.
Okay.
She did like 315 the first, 315,000 the first week.
Right.
I feel like women, they just kind of gravitate to other women. Like, name a woman that's popular that dropped something and that shit didn't stream out the ballpark. You got Summer Walker. Her shit went crazy.
Shit went out of there.
You got Jasmine Sullivan, crazy.
Out of there.
I think Riri dropped the single. Rihanna dropped the single or something.
You know her shit was gonna buzz out of there.
Out of here. It's just like, if Janae Aiko dropped something right now, that shit'll go out of here.
Yeah. But she just was blessed with a child. Shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to her and Big Sean.
Yep.
Definitely congratulations on that.
But you're right. And then you got Kalani out of there. You know what I mean? So it's like it's so much I could say this. It's a lot of hip hop being dropped. It's a lot of rap songs being dropped. But it's not a lot of R&B being dropped. So when it does drop, and you got an artist like Summer Walker, SZA, all of them that people are favored by her. Don't forget about her.
That's another one.
They want to tap in and they want to hear what's going on, and they like the photography of the album. They like, you know what I'm saying, everything that comes with them rolling out the album. So you're right. The attention span is up for these females when they drop the albums. Yeah. And I kind of like that though. Keep the feminine energy out there because damn, R&B is dropping like a motherfucker. Shout out to Glorilla for the rap shit. Yeah, we're gonna talk about a couple of her tracks, and it's just up right now.
No disrespect to Glorilla, but I feel like they just fucking with her cause she a woman.
She's a woman bringing that energy. It's a gap.
She bringing that energy.
It's a gap for her voice and what she brings. It was a gap that needed to be filled, and then they filled that shit, and she filled that gap too when she got her teeth fixed. Shout out to her because she looked real good with that shit. She filled that motherfucking gap, but as far as her music, it was a void that needed to get filled.
She had a motherfucking void.
Yeah.
Man tried to put some rubies on them shit.
Nah, she filled that shit because she popping, bro. She loud. And she, I don't know, just her energy. She's straightforward, the energy. I love the way her slang, her voice, the slanginess in her voice goes over the track. And the beats that whoever the producers and the motherfucking engineers that she's working with, Yo Gotti showing them that, you dig what I'm saying? His whole team be getting real good beats and shit though. Yeah. So
I think that's just some Memphis shit though.
Yeah, it might be because they always come with some shit. Yeah, right. Yeah. They always come with some shit. You got Drummer Boy out there. You got the legend, 3-6 Mafia legend, DJ Paul. They still producing like a motherfucker. Don't get it messed up now. Yeah. Memphis really still on that music shit. It's just they rappers is getting into so much trouble. We gonna talk about a few of they rappers too. It's hard to really, you know what I mean, be stable, form some type of stability when it comes to them in the studio. But they producers are still getting at it. So shout out to that.
Yeah, for sure. Shit, let's get into it though, man.
Top albums?
Well, first, this will be our last episode for 2022.
Yes, sir.
So we gonna call this one the wrap up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got a few lists that we gonna go through and just give y'all some of the top highlights, you know, from this year, in our opinion. It's been a good year as far as music.
Yeah, it has.
I think it's really been a good year,
I say it's been way better than 2021.
I think so too.
Yeah.
A lot of different projects, ton of artists. It's really hard to keep up with now.
It is.
Plethora of music. Like some of that shit you can't even really digest. Like just going back, looking at some of the albums, it's just like, man, I ain't even revisited this album since it came out.
Exactly. Some of the tracks,
and some
get
of
lost
them
in
are
the sauce.
fire. Like,
yeah.
Shit's crazy, man. But yeah, man. Let's get into some of the top albums. What you want to do? Top 5? What you want to do?
Yeah, let's do top 5 albums.
Top 5.
In our opinion, you know what I mean?
In our opinion.
Like Pop was just saying before, there's so many to pick from.
Yeah.
You just form your own opinion about that. None of us is wrong or right. It's just what stands out.
Right.
It's just what stands out.
Exactly.
And to pop it all the way off, to jump start it off, I gotta go with King's Disease 3. King's Disease 3.
Joint.
That's a joint. Hit Boy and Nas. It's the third King Disease. 1 and 2 was from the previous year. And at the top of the year, Nas and Hit Boy did drop an album called Magic. And I did do an album review on it. And it's crazy because the release date was actually the 24th of 2021. And I thought it came out the top of the year, but that's close enough.
Yeah.
But just feeding off of that, I'm sure they had songs in the vault and made new songs and then made King Disease 3. And like I spoke on before, they're in the same studio making these songs, so they feed off each other well. If they sending tracks back and forth, it's not a lot. 1 or 2 or 3 at the most.
They really locked in.
They really locked in, and they've been locked in since they started recording together.
Yeah.
But again, just some notable tracks from this album. I like all the tracks on this album. I can't even lie. It's one of my tops. But Thun, Michael and Quincy, Get Light. That Get Light shit is different. That's like a real block party in New York, a real barbecue shit. That's some shit you want to have playing. It's just up. You dig what I'm saying? Legit. With my boy Eddie Kane on the background. Killing the voice, killing the vocals. I like Don't Shoot. That's a banger too. Don't Shoot. And Beef. It's just a lot of different tracks on that album. It's just fire, man. What else can I say about it? Nas is 30 years in. He got a song on there called 32. Yeah. Check that out. And it just, he's continue to grow. He keeps going. He went out. It was a little controversy, or at least they thought it was, with him and 21 over the comment 21 made. Nah, he said, fuck all that. Let me holler at the boy. Let's make some music together. Two kings. You dig what I'm saying? One mic, one gun. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it. Nas is he's on his horse. No homo. He's just trying to motherfucking continue the music. Right. Hip hop is 50 years in. Man, we got to continue this shit till we turn 60, 70, like the rock and rollers do. Yeah. And he one of the ones that could do it. But you know, that's one of my top albums of the year. King's Disease 3, baby.
Absolutely. Yeah. Definitely a classic project. Anybody that know me know Nas is my favorite artist of all time. Wow. Definitely one of the GOATs. If he not in your top 5, we can't talk. You know what I mean?
We can't kick shit if he ain't in top 5.
He should be everybody's top 5.
That's a fact. He one of the forefronters of this shit.
Nigga got 30 years in this shit.
30 years of high level rap.
High level rap.
Come on, man. Some of y'all niggas ain't even 30 yet.
Exactly. One of the albums I want to get into is Marigold. This is a project Alex Isley and Jack Dean.
Shout out to that.
This album is it's 9 tracks. It's what can I say about it, man? It's I like to listen to this project. With these short projects, man, I like to listen to it as a whole. I don't really skip around. The whole thing is a vibe. Like, if you just at the crib vibing out, you know, I listen to a lot of music when I'm cleaning. Or if I'm just, I might light a candle, pour me a glass of red wine.
Yeah.
Put this joint on. Man, Alex Isley has one of the best voices in music.
Wow.
I got introduced to Alex Isley watching a concert from PJ Morton.
Okay.
He's I think he kind of like a crossover artist from gospel to, you know, he's a musician as well, play the keys. But Alex Isley, I first seen her on that concert, like where they were in the big concert hall and they had a whole bunch of guests and friends in there singing, and she was one of the voices that I was drawn to. And this project didn't disappoint. I just think every song on here is good. Like, everyone.
I seen that concert thing. You showed me that where they all in there singing and they all in there vibing. Yeah.
They had Rhapsody in there.
Yeah.
JoJo.
It was
they had a few gospel artists.
Gospel artists in there. Yeah.
They was in there singing. Just a vibe, man. I'm definitely looking forward to what Alex Isley has in store. And no disrespect to Jack Dean, but I think he's more so like the producer. It's kind of like a collab album, but he's not, as far as I know, he's not a vocalist.
Okay.
He just does the music.
Yeah.
And gorgeous project. Like, Robert Glass was on here. They got Boss on here from Dreamville. It's a beautiful thing, man. Definitely one of my top albums this year.
That's what's up.
Go check that out, man. Tell them boys Pop sent you.
Pop sent you.
I mean?
That's different. Tell me the name of the album again.
Marigold.
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 That's a good look. That's a good look. Another album I want to get into. Top album of the year. It's different now. All these beats is original. The sound is like a vintage sound. He brought back a different wave, you know, originality.
Right.
I want to jump on everybody's bandwagon all the time. But he been like that since he came out, and it's Big Crit. Digital roses don't die. You dig? They absolutely don't. Now, this man composes all his tracks, original writing, original beats. He does have help on here, but it's only helpful when he performs live. So he wants to, if he's performing live, he wants to actually have these instruments playing live.
Yeah.
But just some notable tracks off this album, the South Side of the Moon. And then I really like that track because he's using hip hop as, he's talking about hip hop as like it's his girl, like Common did when Common made that track. Man, what's the name of that track? I loved her. I used to love her. Common made a track called I Used to Love Her when he's talking about hip hop in a perspective as his girlfriend. So South Side of the Moon, that's really what Big Crit is on. You dig? Wet Lashes and Shot Glasses.
Banger.
That shit fire in it.
Banger.
Yep. It's featuring who was that on the feature? Rollin. Have you ever heard of that person?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm new to that name too, but the track was phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Just for you. Just for you. He's getting silly on this thing, man. Yeah. He's using just the tempo of his tracks and just the scenery. In the videos that I've seen that he got on this album, it's just he's bringing you back into that time, really the time he was conceived, but he's bringing it to light. Would It Matter? That's another track I like on there. Generational. That's probably my favorite track on there. Now that track right there, Generational, has a switch. It has a beat switch. So Way Down is the second part of that track. So Generational and Way Down. Shit fire though. And All the Time. I like All the Time off of that. All the time I've spent chopping blades.
You ain't say right.
What I miss? What I miss?
Shit called?
I think
Ride Clean. What that shit?
Yeah, I think I did miss that one.
Ooh,
yeah, I think I did miss that one. I think I did miss that. That shit is gone. But honestly, it's the whole album. I ain't gonna front with you. I can't cap with you. Like, he came back with a bang. He came back with some shit that's gonna test. It's gonna stand the test of time, for real. So shout out to Crit, and I look forward to more from the guy, man. But I like him putting out this kind of album because he wanted to. You feel what I'm saying? That's just like Drake. Honestly, never mind. He put that out because he wanted to put it out. It's different, but shit I want to put out right now, and I reached the status where I can. So, Crit, shout out to that.
Shout out to Crit, man.
Yeah.
Another joint I want to get into is West Side Boogie, More Black Superheroes.
We need more.
Definitely. More Black Superheroes. I love the concept. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you look at the album cover, I guess people were getting the misconception that these were all his kids.
They're not?
None of these are his kids.
My goodness, I got the misconception too.
These are just random kids that was around.
He fooled me because I definitely thought that was family.
Yeah, but it really doesn't matter. Yeah. But it gives off that fatherly figure.
Okay, that's what he was trying to. That's what he was trying to push.
That's my guess. Okay, I mean, but more black superheroes. We definitely need more.
Yes, sir.
We definitely making more every day.
Yes, sir.
But solid album, man. I thought it was incredibly done. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Now the original album has 12 tracks on it. Some of my favorite on here. I love the Stuck record. I think he released that as a single. Nonchalant. Featuring a girl named Mommy. Probably one of my favorite joints of the year.
He getting jiggy on that thing?
Man, it's crazy. It's it has a live guitar, like it's like they strumming that shit. Definitely a joint. So if you know Boog, he has these different personalities that he does. He likes to get in character when he performs or when he raps, and he got this character called Ratchet Boog, and he definitely on some other shit.
Yeah, I like that Ratchet Boog. I like that Ratchet Boog character.
But man, super dope album. He got a song on here called "Can't Even Lie" with Soulja Boy. That shit bang though.
Soulja Boy going crazy on there?
He do alright.
Yeah.
But the joint bang. It's a banger.
Shout out to that.
Prideful too. Prideful.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite joints on there too. Drum on the album. Smino.
What's the name of that track with him and Drum on it?
It's called Aight.
Okay.
Aight.
Yeah, I love Drum as a featured artist. Like I feel like all the tracks that he's featured on, they go out the park. Yeah.
You would like it.
Yeah.
It's your vibe. You would like that shit.
Yep.
Snoop Dogg on here. Got an artist named Colin, for real. That's his name.
Damn, I know that was some bucket list shit. West Side artist to get Snoop Dogg on your album?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's bucket list shit.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Definitely a solid album. If you ain't checked it out, I keep saying solid. This shit is out the ballpark.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Word.
Shout out West Side Boog. Now, he did release a limited edition of this project, and it's called More Black Superheroes Limited Edition.
Okay.
This one has 18 joints on it, and from what I heard, it's they did some of the live recordings of the songs and put them like on the end, so that joint fire too.
Definitely, anything live is fire.
He a good performer too, man. I don't know if you've seen him perform before, but check out his tiny desk he just put out. sounding really good, man. So shout out to Westside Book.
Shout out to Book, man. Now, another album I want to get into. It's from one of my favorite artists. He's been doing a lot this year when it comes to acting, when it comes to music, and when it just comes to being outside. It's my boy, the Brooklyn phenomenon, Joey Badass.
Yeah.
That boy bad on that mic, you feel me?
Yeah.
For real, for real.
For sure. Camera too.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So he got an album called 2000. It's the follow-up to his debut album, 1999. And man, it's phenomenal, man. Like a lot of these albums get overshadowed because it's just flooded with music every day, and they get overshadowed and they get yeah, you might listen to them and like them, but you don't replay them because there's so much other shit going on.
Right.
Or you get attracted to different albums and you just replay those, but you might want to take a spin on the block with this one. Real shit. Yeah. Notable tracks. Brand new 911 featuring West Side Gun. That shit goes crazy. You know what I mean? Pop knows this, but one of my favorite tracks that I just been talking about is Zip Codes, man. The shit is crazy, man. The flow, the video, the beat, it's just so New York, it's so uptown, it's so vintage, it's so new millennium sounding. Mm-hmm. You know, he brought it back to 2000 with it. Eulogy, it's another one I like. Cruise Control. Welcome Back. Now, Welcome Back is crazy. I believe you're going to really hear that on the radio a lot. It's featuring Chris Brown and Capella Gray. And shit is crazy. Shit is smooth. I feel like Chris with the features is crazy.
It's a win.
It's a win. He's killing every feature. It's another album I'm going to talk about in a minute. Chris Brown is killing that feature. So that's dope. And Wanna Be Loved, featuring JID, that shit is phenomenal. So him and Joey, they sound real good on the tracks together. And I'm glad he featured JID on it because JID's ripping shit up, especially this year. But if you ain't tapped into the album 2000, go give it a spin, go give it a listen. And I guarantee, if not 2 or 3, you're gonna like one song off of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're gonna like more than one.
Yeah, but factual, you're gonna like one.
It's a really good album.
It is.
It's a really good album, man. Shout out to Joey. My next one, I'ma go 38 Special. Woo! 7 shots.
7 of them guys.
7 of them things, bro.
7 of them guys.
7 cannons. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pull this up real quick.
Yes, sir. Shout out to
I think it's 7 tracks on there.
Yeah, it is.
Artist is, the project is amazing, man.
It is. Man.
He's been staying pretty consistent as far as like the projects he's dropping. It's actually 8 tracks on here. I think the last one really like a bonus because it's on Ransom Project too.
Okay.
But 7 shots, man. First of all, let's get into the artwork. I really like the way the artwork is done, man. It's like a skull head, but it's a pistol at the same time, and it got the bullets flying. Shit, pretty creative. But as far as 38 Special, man, when did you say we got on 38? Maybe like a year ago?
Yeah, a year ago. I really first heard him 2020, the jump of the pandemic when I was inside a lot.
Yeah.
I heard him featured on a lot of different tracks, and I said, damn, I wanted to go plug into him. And once I did, it was,
Benny shit?
Yeah. Then I just, after that, it was on and popping,
Yeah. So 38 Special is, I think 38 Special is the one who initially signed Benny the Butcher and Ransom. And then Benny went and done like a whole nother deal with Griselda.
Yeah.
But man, 7 shots. It's 8 tracks, like I said. Ransom is featured on here. He got a song with Shay Noor and Freeway. Tears. ETO. But every track on here bang. Like 38 Special is known to be like a heavy bar spitter.
Yeah.
One of the standouts to me, I just think, it's his accent. Been lit since a jet, you a rock rat.
Word, the delivery and the accent,
delivery,
right?
the cadence, everything. Like, this shit gonna sound weird, but he remind me of the Grinch.
That's crazy.
Like the way his voice sounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he really has that accent on this track called Benefit.
Yeah, I like that Benefit. That's one of
I don't
Benefit. That's one of my favorite joints off of there.
Man, it's crazy, man. Holy Spirit, Benefit. You got Eye on the Money.
Boy.
Everything, man. I think Painful is one of the singles off of there, right? And then you got Last Gasp. Him and Ransom and Tears going crazy.
Crazy, bro.
And I think, like I said, that's a song off of Ransom album too. I can't think what album that is, but it's one of his more recent ones.
So you say you do like hearing them collaborate, Ransom.
Absolutely.
Ransom and
I'm going on record to say they're one of the best duos ever. Rap wise,
they giving it up like that,
man.
And I could attest to that. They really are. They really are. They really are.
They really are, man. You know, I'm gonna even go and say this: like New York rappers, especially these two, they not heavy on hooks.
Right.
They don't really do a whole lot of hooks. If they do, it's kind of like minimal.
Yeah.
Or it's like a sample carrying it, or something like that.
Right.
Like,
that's a big fact. That's a big fact you brought up, because it is like that.
Yeah.
It is like that.
They just giving straight bars.
Straight bars.
It's amazing.
They don't want you to get lost in the hook. They want you to puzzle out these bars that I'm delivering to you.
And it's crazy too, because some of the production is minimal. Some of the beats are not real instrumental. Yeah. If that makes sense. Like, they're making the beat.
They're making that shit. Exactly. Shit, most of the beats was done by 38 Special.
Yeah, he produces too.
Yeah.
He done a lot of Benny early shit too.
Word.
But definitely a banging album. I'm excited to see what he does in 2023.
I am too.
This shit is gonna be phenomenal.
I am too.
I'm hoping he gets some mainstream success.
It's coming. Like, it's definitely building on that.
I know some of the hip hop heads, like, he already getting his respect, and but I definitely hope he kicked that door in this year, man. So
I think he is, and I think it's leading that.
38.
I'll say it's leading that way because his latest project is with Harry Fraud, and Fraud. He plugs in artists that he run across with other artists, and it just grows from there. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing more 38 Special. That's a fact. Another album I want to get into, top 5 for me of the year. I think top 5. This might be one of the top 5 albums of the decade, because the boy is so elusive with it, and his topic of discussion doesn't really change as much. He just get better discussing it. You feel what I'm saying? He gets more in detail with delivering what it's all about. But it's your boy Pusha T, and it's Almost Dry. Now, I did an album review of this album when it came out. If you haven't checked it out, go to the MiNDSET Podcast ATL on YouTube, and it's there. You dig?
Definitely does.
But it's a banging album. It's a lot of good reviews on it. It's been out for a good amount of months, so people has tapped into it at different parts of the day. You feel me? And then I like everything about it. Let the Smokers shine the coops. Somebody got to shine them up. Let the Smokers do it. You dig? That's one of the notable tracks off of that I like. Neck and Wrist by Pharrell and Jay-Z. Now, Pharrell went crazy on it with the production. Jay got this verse on it. And they just talking about how they was shining when they just talking about what the lifestyle brings. You dig? fancy things and a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. It's not. And they told you about that shit on Diet Coke. That's one of the singles that Pusha got for the album. It's going off. Scrape It Off. I love that. That's a feature Don Toliver and Lil Uzi Vert. Now Pusha's getting a little different on that. I like it because he's spicing his catalog up. So shout out to that. Scrape It Off. You dig?
You did.
He got the boy Don Toliver talking about street life.
Yeah.
We love hearing shit like that. But shout out to that. Hear Me Clearly. It's probably my favorite track on there. He's going crazy with the lyrics. And like you were just talking about, the beat is not I love the beat, but it's kind of, he wants you to hear what he's saying over the beat. You dig what I'm saying? It's a fire beat, but he wants you to hear him clearly over that.
Yeah.
Open Air, that's another notable track I like on there. So just a project in its soul is fire, man, and it's gonna hold up through the years. It shows his progression. I couldn't get this shit out. His progression over the years. You know, Pusha T been in this joint for damn near 15 years. Yeah. People be forgetting.
Yeah.
You dig?
That's true.
I'm saying 15. It might be more than that.
Might be more than that.
Just like mainstream with it.
Yeah.
Of course, when he started, they was trying to get it popping, but just as far as niggas knowing him mainstream, he been on it. He been doing it. So it's good to see artists get more diverse in the later years. You know what I'm saying? To keep on keeping on. Pusha T, it's almost dry.
Absolutely. Shout out to Pusha, man. I definitely enjoyed that album. That was definitely on my list too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So the next one for me, I'm gonna give it to Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers.
Them steppers, they was stepping on that shit, man.
Stepping on shit, man.
I liked it too.
I just feel like you can't go without putting Kendrick in your
You
top.
gotta have a little K down in that shit, man.
Hell yeah, man. Crazy album, you know. It ended up being a double disc project. One side is Mr. Morale and the other side is the Big Steppers.
Wow. And
the crazy thing about the digital era is you can tamper with the album once it's uploaded. So this is the first time I've clicked on it in a while, and they added the Heart Part 5 to it.
Oh, they sure did.
Shit is crazy, bro.
Damn, they sure did.
Shit is crazy.
I guess it was requested so much they had to throw that bitch on there.
Yeah, for sure that. Just paying attention to how Kendrick Lamar has changed over the years, bro. Like, you know, when he first came out, had the ball fade with the high top joint, with the, you know, swagged up.
Yeah.
Now this nigga like in whole kung fu suits. Hence the name Kung Fu Kenny.
Kung Fu Kenny, shout out to that.
This nigga wearing crazy shit. Hair done grew out.
Yep.
Got dreads now.
Iced out, throwing crown. Yeah.
They say that shit crazy.
It is.
All diamonds.
Yeah, it should look like it's a good grip.
For sure. I feel like he getting more into his, which he's always been a great performer, but he's taking like the performance art type approach. Yeah. Like the drama type approach.
I like that shit.
Even with some of the visuals that he's dropped to this.
I-95 was kind of...
N95.
N95, yeah, excuse me.
So let's go N95 first. I feel like it had like a Tarantino type. It had that effect to it, yeah. You know, there's a lot of movement going on in the video, but he had a kung fu suit on in there.
Yeah, he did.
When he was kind of
doing it,
chilling with the chick.
Yep.
In that black scene.
Yep.
Nigga on top of building doing burpees and shit.
Up downs, I love that shit.
Hell yeah, that shit was fire. Nigga floating over a lake.
Yep.
This nigga running through the hood, got cars and shit crashing over chairs right beside
that was dope.
That shit is fire.
That's where I get the little Quentin Tarantino type vibe when I seen that shit. When I see him just chilling.
Yeah.
And the cars is different.
Exactly. And then fast forward to Rich Spirit. Now this video has, I don't think it has no one else in it. He's basically locked into a hotel room, and he kind of just vibing, just doing like some awkward dances and shit. And this other song, which is the latest video he put out,
Father Time.
Is it Father Time?
I think it's Father Time.
I can't think what move. What
With
song
sample,
that
right?
is.
Time floor. No chaser. No chaser. I think that was the last visual I saw from him.
Is that ain't the one I got daddy issue, that's on me.
Yeah, Father Time.
I don't know if that's the song where he's basically in a therapy session. So he may have three or four videos out.
He might do,
Yeah. He got another one he just released. He's in a therapy session, and he's basically talking back and forth with his therapist. They arguing over a damn parking spot. He basically telling the lady like, shit, cause I took her damn parking spot.
Yeah.
And then right after that, she goes into talking about a text that he sent her, like in the middle of the night. She's like, where was your mind at when you sent that text? And then he just started rapping his verse. So it's like the therapist on the left side, him on the right side, and then it's like a whole bunch of action shots going on in the middle.
Wow, that's crazy.
But these two frames don't change. That shit's fire.
Just the middle part changes.
Yeah. He in a fucking kung fu suit, sitting at the piano.
Is it his thoughts? It's his thoughts that's motherfucking...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the verse is like...
That's fire.
My story, like...
That's one thing I've known about Kendrick. Well, I wouldn't say through his later years, really, ever since he been out, because...
Yeah.
His first single was a crazy visual. He keeps some good visuals going. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar.
Then you got the Hard Part 5 visual, crazy.
That shit was crazy.
But Kendrick is like, his music is getting more sophisticated to me. Mm-hmm. And when you get visuals to some of these songs that's on his new album, it makes the record better.
It does.
Like, even if the video ain't too complex, it's putting the two together, like, as a whole.
Yep.
And it just makes everything better. But man, he definitely got some joints on here. N95 being one. Die Hard featuring Blast and Amanda Reefer, if that's how you say it. Father Time is a joint.
Yep.
Rich Spirit is a joint. We Cry Together is a joint. Purple Hearts is a joint.
Yep.
And they said West Side Boogie wrote Summer Walker's part on there.
Wow.
So it's Kendrick Lamar, Summer Walker, and Ghostface. Silent Hill featuring Kodak Black is a joint.
I like that Silent Hill shit.
Savior, Kendrick featuring Baby Keem and Sam Dew. Mr. Morale is a joint. Mother Sober is a joint. And then, you know, they added the Hard Part 5, man. But definitely a lot of music. What is it? 18. It's really 19 tracks in all if you count the Hard Part 5. But shout out to Kendrick, man. Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Now, another album I want to get into. Definitely top 5 album of the year.
What you got?
To me, it's my favorite. It's probably the best complete album of the year. It's arguably it is. Now it's hard because this artist has got into some trouble. He wasn't able to promote the album like he wanted to. Mm-hmm. His character is in jeopardy. I'm not gonna lie. His character right now is in jeopardy. But he has a top album out. You cannot discredit him for that because the music is raw. And it's Gunna, man. DS
Shout
forever.
out to Gunna, man.
Yes, indeed.
Shout out to Gunna.
He's in the building. Drip season forever. Man. Now let's just get into the track list. You feel me? He has, I'm gonna tell you right now, all the features on here go crazy. That's a fact. Every feature on the album is out of here. You know how you might get an album and you might get a feature on there and the song just be so-so. So the first hit single, and it was a hit. He had everybody out here pushing P.
A bunch of people did remixes too.
Exactly, and I be loving that shit. That lets you know that the track is really fire.
Yeah.
He had that shit marketed right, merchandise. He had the Pushing P's hats. He just had everybody saying the shit, and it's a dope song. It's featuring Future and it's featuring Young Thug. They jumped off the shit with it. The shit banging, the shit rolled, and it's still riding. You can play it at any club right now. It's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's one. Poochie Gown. Metro did his thing on this shit. Metro, he's known for banging beats at the park. Especially he knows what's going on somebody's album. He shot through with that one. Poochie Gown.
Yeah.
Thought I Was Playing featuring 21 Savage. That shit it's a banger. It's Savage. It's a Savage track. P Power featuring Drake. Anything with Drake on it is 9 times out of 10 is something. How You Did That, Kodak Black. It's crazy. Like I said, the boy didn't even have enough time to really promote and motherfucking really push these tracks and get them ringing in your ear. But that's how it goes sometimes. It's still good music. South to West, one of my favorite tracks on there. Too Easy. You heard that shit with him and Roddy on there. Shit Too Easy. Excuse me, him and Future, but on the remix it's him, Future, and Roddy.
Yeah.
And that shit is crazy.
Hell yeah.
I Don't Know That Bitch featuring G Herbo. That's one of the top tracks on there.
That
Yeah, that shit right there go crazy right there. That's one of them top tracks on there. And Die Alone. That's what I was saying about Chris Brown. He's on this feature. Him and Young Blue is on this feature, and that's probably like one of my favorite tracks of the year. Is Die Alone. They really. See, that's how diverse the album is. He got songs that's heavy on the motherfucking swag that he talk about, and he got songs that slide into some to some slow shit. He got a song with Chloe on here. It's it's a remix to John B's, not a remix, but like a sample to John B's song. Don't listen to, you know what I'm saying? Shit is fire. But that Die Alone shit, it's gonna stick with you. But like I said, you know, his legal trouble put him with trouble with the album. He wasn't able to push it like he wanted to. He wasn't able to promote it. But if you cast away that shit, man, and just dive into the music, the boy got a top album.
Yeah.
He do.
For sure.
Shout out to Gunna,
man. Shout out to Gunna, man. I hope, you know what I'm saying, it's unfortunate that he didn't get the tour off this album yet. I mean, hopefully he can still make that shit shake somehow. It's gonna be hard with the legal issues, but
it definitely is.
Man, big shout out to Gunna. Project, this is number 5, man.
It's 5 right here, baby. 5 on the dot.
I'm gonna give my last spot to Sorry the Kid, man. Shadow in the Shade.
Yes.
This is a series he's been working on, which I think he only got 2 right now.
Okay.
Both of them have 20-something songs on it.
You know, that's an interesting name.
Shadow in the Shade.
Where do you think he get that shit from?
I have no
Because the
clue.
shade, if you in the shade, you shadowed out already.
Yeah.
You shadowed out already if you in the shade. Well, he talking about a nigga really, he falling back and really been hit.
Yeah, exactly. I think the name is kind of like a self-portrait of him, kind of like he felt like he's been a shadow in the shade.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that shit too.
One thing about Sorry, man, he's probably one of the most versatile artists in hip-hop. He's been penning a lot of nigga shit that niggas ain't even know about.
Yeah.
And then he raps on this level and he sings. His R&B albums be like incredible.
Damn.
So it's like, I don't understand why he's not as big as he is. I had the pleasure of meeting him before.
That's dope. That's dope.
I do got a picture with him.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
pretty proud of. So shout out to Cyree. Bronx nigga.
You know, uptown, baby.
By way of Atlanta. He moved down here when he was like 9, I believe. But this project, man, it's 21 tracks on here. Got a good bit of features. You know what I'm saying? Benny the Butcher being one. Got a joint on here called Press Zero. Another highlight, he got Jadakiss on a joint called Unbreakable Promises.
Wow, that sounds like it's amazing.
Incredible, bro.
Word.
Trub on here. Trouble.
Okay.
Got a joint called Soul Food. He talking that shit on there.
Rest in peace to Trouble.
Funeral Arrangements.
Wow.
Lloyd Banks and Ransom. Oh my God. You know what I mean?
That's a Trouble track right there.
Darkness in the Abyss. I think that joint got Mickey Fax on it. He just ate up that LA Leakers too.
Mickey Fax did?
Yep. Got a joint called Verbatim, which is a joint he's put on like 3 different projects. T.I. and Sci-Hi the Prince on there. That's a joint for sure. And they got J.R. Wright on here, Raekwon, Bumpy Knuckles.
What?
Yeah. Just an all around good album, man. If you really like lyrics, Cyree the Kid gon' deliver on that side of things.
Yeah.
He definitely one of the top, which he should be considered higher. I know he probably ain't into all the politics and shit, but definitely a dope project, man.
And as far as overshadowing, like how his album says, I think his talent gets overshadowed because he shares it. What I mean by share is he pens on a nigga shit. So he might pen a track for you, but he could have saved that for himself.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? He's like he passes blessings on and it gets overshadowed. Now don't get me wrong, nigga getting paid for it. But
yeah. He get his coin,
when you write other people's shit, you might be giving away some of your best work.
That's a fact. But too, man, I look at it like this, like if I can write a song, let's say Pharrell, for instance.
Okay.
He wrote Happy for CeeLo.
Okay.
That shit would have had a whole different vibe if CeeLo was singing.
Damn.
So you gotta think like my stardom, I don't know. That shit might outweigh like Psy might write some shit for Drake. That shit gonna get put on a whole nother level than if he perform it himself.
It is, yeah.
Same content though.
It is, yeah.
And it's crazy that it's like that, but it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think he deserve his credit now.
He do.
You know what I'm saying?
He do.
Give that man his flowers.
You fucked me up with that Happy Gnarls Barkley on that shit. That would have been, if I'd have heard that, wow.
Yeah.
Even though I love Pharrell, I love hearing it from Pharrell, but damn, Gnarls Barkley, I'm happy.
Yeah, that shit probably still been out the water, but I'm just saying like it has the potential to go different.
It does,
you know what I'm saying?
Yep, yeah, that's a good point.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
But,
so those are some of our top albums of the year. I mean, there's plenty more. And if you feel different or you feel the same way, you know, fuck with us on the comments. You know what I mean? Because we definitely want to hear the feedback.
For sure.
Maybe something that we missed drastically, and then maybe something that, I know what some of y'all agree about, but.
I got a few honorable mentions.
Yeah, spit them out.
That I'm not even going to dive into. I just want to mention. Like I said, we got the SZA album Real Late.
Yep.
Ab Soul dropped the album called Herbert. We got that real late. Phenomenal. Man, a sleeper right here. Joe Green, King Kong 4, Slapper. You know what I mean? Flipper.
King Kong 4 with it.
That shit bang, bro.
He got
no lie, top to bottom. It might be one song on there I don't fuck with. It's a banger, bro. You got Ransom, Chaos Is My Ladder, Joint. And Sauce Walker just dropped the album called Ghetto Gospel 3.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Shout out
All
to that.
amazing bodies of work. One more. Black Radio 3, Robert Glasper.
Ooh.
It's a sleeper. I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
Now that shit is a whole nother genre. So
yeah.
You know what I mean? Just showing y'all how in tune I be.
Exactly. Now I just want to throw 2 of them out there for you. Honorable mentions. Because you can't fit all of them in. And it's more than 5 that's just popping. So, but D-Day by Dreamville. You know what I'm saying? It's a Gangsta Grills project. DJ Drama, Gangsta Grills. Them dudes never fail. Like, they outwork a lot of people. And when they locked in the lab together, it's a lot of creativity coming out of that, coming out of them studios, out of the speakers. Shout out to J. Cole for that, for always keeping them boys in line. And they gonna keep on being creative. That's what they do. Dreamville.
Right.
And shout out to my boy Benny the Butcher, the Tanner Talk 4.
Right.
He's still talking that talk. And he's still up. The features is crazy. Shout out to my boy the Zookeeper. You know, official DJ. He rocking the airwaves. Shitting me. Used to seeing him on Dykeman, but from Dykeman, after the pandemic, he took to the road. Fucked around and started DJing for Benny, Skilly Bang, Conway at times. Shout out to the boy, you dig? Absolutely. But yeah, that Tanner Talk, he talking that same talk on another level, on a higher level.
Hell yeah.
My honorable mentions right there. There's plenty more, but
plenty more, man.
We can't keep on going.
You can go Ari Lennox, 86 location.
Definitely can.
It's crazy, man. But yeah, that's the albums we have for y'all. What you want to jump into, man? Artists?
Let's jump into mine as well. Yeah. Top 5 rappers.
My top 5 rappers, man. Kendrick.
Okay.
Kendrick gotta be up there just for the lyricism, the artistry.
Yes, sir.
Just all around legend in the game, man.
Yes, sir.
I don't think we really seen nobody like this dude before.
Professionalism and all that. You dig? Like you said, stage presence. Exactly. I like motherfuckers who put on a show when I come watching.
Exactly. I've seen him perform 3 times. Shit been out of here all 3 times. My next one, Benny the Butcher.
Ah, man.
He gotta be on there.
I gotta fuck with you on that.
He gotta be on there, man. Benny been tearing shit up ever since I got introduced to him.
Butcher coming, Nick.
Not only that, man, the boy is outworking everybody.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Like, he probably got the most music out. Like,
locked in the studio for real.
Right behind him, I got 38 Special.
Man, shout out to 38.
Real Deal, Bar Spitter. All these niggas really like, especially 38 and Benny. Yeah. They neck and neck.
Man, they are neck and neck for real.
They neck and neck.
I love, now he said he loved Ransom and 38 together. I love Benny and 38 together, man, because it's just a feeling you get. Like, you know.
I like them all 3 together.
Yeah, I do. I really like them all 3 together. They do.
A couple joints.
Niggas know how to work together, man.
Absolutely. Shout out 38 Special. My next one, I'm gonna have to go West Side Boogie. Definitely one of my favorites. He give you that melodic, man. He do like the melodic singing with the raps.
Yeah, that's one of the personalities, ain't it?
Yeah. It's definitely one of my favorite sounds. My 5th spot is a toss-up. I mean, I gotta go Drake for my 5th one. The boy just been on a tear ever since he came out.
Yeah,
I mean, he ain't went down at all.
Yes.
Everybody track he's jumped on, he's complimented, he's taking them to a new height.
Yep.
Shout out to Drake, man.
Yep.
I got one honorable mention.
Who you got?
My boy Simba. He's a new artist out of the West Coast.
Yes, sir.
He definitely tearing shit up too.
He is.
So shout out to Simba. Definitely looking forward to see what you do in the new year, man.
Yeah. And I ain't even gonna lie, Simba was one of my honorable mentions too. So just feeding off of you, I just tell you, crazy. He fucked up the LA Leakers. He's fucking up every freestyle he does. The man just showing you that real bars is back. And I like the wave he brings to the game. So West Coast dude, bringing that wave. He's so fire. You really don't even know where exactly he's from. And I like that when an artist, you can't really pinpoint where niggas from.
I know he's from Cali, but I don't know what part.
Yeah, he got that wave about him. So I know he's gonna be around if he wants to. He's gonna be around for a long time. So that's one of my honorable mentions. Just feeding off Pop again, Drake. Like, how could he not be one of the top 5 artists of this year when the boy has dropped projects through the year? Certified Lover Boy, Honestly Never Mind, Her Loss. Honestly Never Mind, that's so different, you dig? And when you, that kind of artist, what I mean by that kind of artist is just high caliber. Like, the nigga is he been at the top. He been at the top of the throne for damn near a decade strong.
For sure.
Now, just off of that, Jimmy Cooks off that album, that shit go crazy. Of course, the other ones, they different, but if you in that vibe, you can vibe off of them. You dig? When it comes to Certified Lover Boys, 7 a.m. on Bridal Path. That boy, he tore the asshole out the frame on that one. Real shit. You dig what I'm saying? He showed niggas like, yeah, I'm a certified lover boy, but I'm certified with these bars too. Yeah. We could go back and forth if you want to.
Yeah.
You dig? Jimmy Cooks. That's where the boy started bringing 21 into the game. You know, Project Pat still on the top of the level too. Where he do what he does too. Yeah. But this is where Drake is really reeling 21 in. Like, my nigga, you ready for the superstardom? Yeah. That's really what that was about. And Drake, I mean, 21 has no choice but to be a better lyricist when he's around niggas like Drake. He's around niggas like J. Cole. He's around niggas that spit for real. Yeah. You ain't got no other way. Jay-Z, you ain't got no other way but to start spitting.
That's fair.
21 has done that. He's growing as an artist when it comes to his bar game.
I think he's grown as a man.
Yeah, he's grown as a man too, yep. He was part of the Stop the Violence movement. Even though the niggas still talk about banging niggas over the top of the head with the bullets. Yeah, I mean. 21. But it's still the thought that counts. I see you, 21. But
yeah, man.
Calling My Name. You feel what I'm saying? That's just one of the tracks through the albums where he went crazy on. Yeah. But Her Loss. Now I really want to tap into one track off of there. Now the whole shit is a sleeper. We mentioned the Her Loss album when it first came out. It was growing on us, and the shit's still growing. But yeah, Hours in Silence. That's one of my favorite tracks off of that shit.
I'm gonna have to tap back in.
That boy Drake went crazy. Now this Her Loss album, really Drake went really ballistic on there. I like how 21 did on there too, but Drake really went crazy on there. Yeah. So shout out to Drake.
Definitely.
Now, and it's another favorable album, another favorable artist that's on Pop's list too. I gotta fuck with it because he's just a top 5 rapper this year. It's 38 Special. You feel what I'm saying? His latest project with Harry Fraud, Beyond Belief, he's going crazy on that Beyond Belief. Mm-hmm. For real. He definitely is.
Shout out to Harry Fraud and what he's doing too. Yeah, man, he been doing a lot this year.
He has.
Had a couple years.
He has, with a lot of different artists who you wouldn't think. Yeah. You just tap into Harry Fraud and see who he's worked with. You know what I mean? A lot of East Coast niggas, but he's waving, he's pushing that wave to the Midwest and the West too. Yeah. Just a track of that album I like is Sal's Pizza. Now, if you're not familiar with the name Sal's Pizza, it's from a Spike Lee movie, Do the Right Thing. And go back and check out the scene of that when Sal wasn't acting right to the customers, that's faithful customers that's coming to that shop every day, what they did to his shop. Mm-hmm. That's what happened when you don't treat your customers right, Sal. But nah, 38 Special, the 7 shot shit. Now I want to be on record. I want to be loud and clear. I'm looking directly here.
Facts.
Eye on the Money. It's called Eye on Money. That's one of the best tracks this year. Rap tracks this year.
For sure.
The nigga 38 going so crazy on, man. Just listen to what the boy's saying on this shit. And the beat, the heat makers, I got one with this shit, boy. Eye on the Money, yeah, 38. He's showing y'all niggas why he the best.
Absolutely.
Now, off of 38, another honorable mention. I mean, not an honorable mention, but another top 5 rapper for this year, JID.
Okay.
Had to tap into the boy.
Yeah, he deserved it.
He deserved it. Now, he's been building his catalog over the years, slowly but surely, man. He's been doing features. He's been rocking well with the Dreamville guys. Me and Pop was talking about before the show, just his stage presence.
Yeah.
I hate to come out and see a rapper on stage and they just going through the motions. They track might be fire, but they just going through the motions.
Yeah.
Ready to get off that guy, ready to get to the either the next show or ready to get to the whatever.
Right.
JID ain't on that type shit. He coming in performing for real. He coming in shutting down the show for real.
Right.
I like seeing shit like that. Now, this is he got some crazy features through the year. The Stick.
I got a new stick. I got a new stick.
Yes, sir. So that's that DJ Drama, Dreamville collaboration. They went crazy on that Gangsta Grills.
Hell yeah.
Wanna Be Loved. I talked about the 2000 album from Joey Badass. He's on that Wanna Be Loved. The Forever Story by JID. That's his album for this year. That shit go crazy. So just shout out to him. He's living up to the hype.
For sure.
Another artist I want to get into, Real Boston Richie. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. This is the youngins coming out party. The boys going crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mentioned I'm throwing him out there because he's bringing the next wave of artists. Young niggas coming up, that type of rap that he does.
Yeah.
He's leading the wave with that. He got his big brother Future.
Yep.
Future did 2 tracks off the album. Public Housing is the name of the album. I like that name. I Want You, Bullseye 2, them the 2 tracks Future did off of that shit. He showed love, he represented, and he got the boy out the water. Keep Dissin' 2, featuring Lil Durk. It's crazy, man. So shout out to the boy, Real Boston Richie. He's showing he gonna be around for a while, and I think he is. You know what I'm saying? He's feeling himself. He's good on the music, and he's confident. Character. Shout out to that boy.
Hell
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Nas. Yeah, Nas. 30 years in the game. He's still a top artist out here. He proved it this year. Like I said, Magic dropped the 24th of December 2021, but I counted as top of the year album that dropped. You dig what I'm saying? And he goes to the bottom of the year, you got King Disease 3. It's still building on people. It's still working its way up to the charts.
Right.
Shit didn't disappoint.
Right. Hell no.
At all. You dig?
At all. One of my top songs is on there.
Yeah. Quincy, Michael and Quincy, right?
Nah.
What?
I'm gonna get into it.
Okay.
Get into it.
But I usually don't like, and me and Pop talk about this all the time, the beat switches, we really ain't fans of that because niggas tend to, when they switch their flow up, it don't tend to sound good. But they mastered that shit because they in the damn studio together.
Yeah.
Doing this shit, feeding off each other. But one of my favorite tracks off that album is Thun. King Disease 3. Thun.
Sure.
And I love what he did with the one mic, one gun shit.
Yeah.
He had a disagreement, the fans, they might be rumbling about what you said. Fuck it, young gun. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk it out. Let's make some music together. Your generation, you said I'm absolute to your generation. Let's give your generation something to listen to. That's from us. That's from me.
Yeah.
That was a big boss move. That was a king move from Nas. Shout out to that. And the last artist I want to tap into for 2022, he's fairly new, but this year was his coming out party. Jack Harlow.
Okay.
I gotta fuck with Jack.
Shout out to Jack.
You dig? Come home and the kids miss you. That's the album that he dropped. I like the name. You dig what I'm saying? It's creative. Churchill Down. Churchill Down. The vibe between him and Drake, it's unmatched.
Yeah.
It's an unmatched vibe.
You can tell he look up to Drake a lot though.
You can tell that shit.
Hell yeah.
And that ain't nobody bad to look up to.
Right.
So shout out to Jack. Y'all already know what First Class did. I can put you in first class.
Hell yeah. I even like what he did with Brandy.
I love what he did with Brandy. That goes back to what 21 Nas, what Nas did with 21. Like,
exactly.
Some shit was flustered through the comments.
Yep.
Because it's a social world now.
It's a social world.
You dig what I'm saying? So even if it's wrong, what happened? Well, I mean, even if something is misconstrued or something is not true, Just clear it up. They clearing it up now. Either they doing it over the music or they have an interview and they clear it up then. But
yeah,
shout out to Jack Harlow for that. That backstage passes with him and STG.
Yeah,
that shit go crazy too.
Crazy.
So you know the youngin is growing as an artist. He's finding his lane and he's shining through it.
Absolutely.
So they're my top 5 rappers. Like we always say, it's more to pick from and it's more to come. But just as far as that, if I had to pick 5, them the 5 I'm picking.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We got songs of 2022. Some of the top songs we were tapped into. I guess I'll go first. A lot of fucking songs to pick through.
It is.
A lot of dope music put out this year. I'm gonna start off, since we just talked about Nas, that First Time record on King's Disease 3.
Yes, sir.
Man, incredible. The beat is phenomenal.
It is.
It's a joy to listen to.
Yes, it is, man.
You can hear it's like you can hear the time in it. Like you can hear him aging in the song.
Wow.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You can hear the maturity. You can hear the old Nas. You can hear the 40-year-old Nas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Going on 50.
Going on 5th.
He is the epitome of hip hop, man.
He is.
Like
made it through the test of times and all that.
Test of times, man. He finally found a producer. You know, everybody gave him a knock, you know what I'm saying, with some of the production he used to pick. But him and Hit Boy is making magic. And I like the whole concept of the song. He's basically talking about how you got introduced to him. So you could have got introduced to him as a young adolescent, 18-year-old.
Yep.
And you can, I think Nas is 48 now.
He up there.
Or you could got introduced to him at 48 and now he's like your favorite new artist at 48.
Still reaching new levels, still reaching new grounds, and you know it's like that when you it's fans it's people listening who never really tapped into your discography until now, and nigga, you at the back end of your career, at least they say you are, but
yeah,
that's dope. Like to have fans that for that many years. And one of the tracks I want to point out off that King Disease 3 is that Get Light, man.
Yeah, that
shit brings an energy, man. It's just the instruments that Hit Boy got in that shit. What Nas is chopping up about. I don't know, man. It just seemed like this album right here is just gonna be it's nominated. It's gonna be nominated again. It's gonna be the next King Disease that's nominated. You know, the first one won.
Yeah.
This one gonna win too, man.
Yeah.
It's going to, bro.
Cause this shit came out fairly late.
Yeah.
And at the end of this year.
November.
So,
Yep.
Be dope to see what it get nominated for next year.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. So First Time Nas. My second joint is Scene 1, Sebastian Michael.
Ooh. You put me on him too.
Oh my God. Ooh wee. Sebastian Michael is kind of like a new R&B cat, you know. Actually, Umbre put me on. Or Bray put me on.
Okay.
Super dope, man. He basically is singing to a girl, but he paints a picture as if it's a movie. So it's like a scene out of the movie.
Damn.
You acting now. That shit fire. Scene 1.
Shout out to the boy.
Scene 1. Director's cut. That shit fire. Like, I'm gonna have to play that shit later, but it's a whole vibe, man. He really sounds a lot like D'Angelo. But You know, D'Angelo got a lot of music. You don't really know what he's saying.
Yeah.
But it's fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sebastian, he just got it, man. New artist I've been locked in with. Definitely excited to see what you got planned for the new year too. Sebastian Michael, Scene 1.
Scene 1.
My next joint is Westside Boogie, Nonchalant, featuring Mommy.
Yeah, it's a banger.
It's a banger. I love to see him perform this live. Definitely got some guitar strings in the back. Just the whole melodicness of it. Him singing on top of her in the chorus. And then he always has this thing where he flips straight from melodic to rapping and flip back to the melodic.
Yeah.
It's just...
He be playing with them personalities for real.
Absolutely. Man, the shit is dope. Westside Boogie, definitely one of my favorite. As I mentioned, him and my favorite artist. So shout out to him. Westside Boogie, Nonchalant, featuring Mommy. I know you gonna play that song, so I ain't gonna do that one. 38 Special and Ransom, Last Gasp. That song is crazy. These two guys have been wreaking havoc on this fucking microphone.
Word.
They're incredible together, man. It's, you know, they kind of got a similar style. The cadences are a little bit different. I feel like 38 is a little more gritty.
Yeah. Who you think had a better verse?
I might get his edge to Ransom.
Okay.
I might get his edge to Ransom. But the beat is kind of like a downbeat. I always call it a downbeat, but it don't really have a kick or a snare. It's just like a bass line and some instruments over the top with a sample carrying it. So you know how they gonna get off on that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Incredible record, man. 38 Special and Ransom, Last Gasp. For my 5th spot, I'm gonna have to go. Pusha T, Diet Coke.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
I'm gonna have to go Diet Coke, man.
I love that shit.
Incredible production.
I love it.
Incredible production, incredible music video concept.
Yeah.
Honoring the late Craig Mack, the old bad boy movement.
Yep.
Him and Kanye in that joint.
Definitely.
Two-stepping, you know what I mean? Shout out to Joey Crack on the front of that thing.
Exactly.
Just an incredible record, man.
Yes, indeed it was.
I just like the cadence. I like the hook. I like the production.
It was a good single to lead off with.
With the sample.
With the sample, yep.
Yeah.
It was definitely a great track.
Definitely a great record, man. It's amazing to see Pusha T still produce high volume records at this age.
It is.
You know, along with Nas, along with, you know, Pusha is a legend.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? It's Almost Dry. It's definitely a Grammy nominee.
It is.
It
is.
By all the hip hop purists.
Yeah.
That shit is on a lot of people's list.
It is.
So man, shout out to Pusha T for that, and that's my top 5 songs.
Man, I like that 5. I like that 5. You can't complain about them.
Absolutely.
And I doubt you could complain about mine either. Let me jump into them.
Let's get it.
First, Future. I will wait for you. We got the girl Thames on there.
Yes, sir.
Drake on that joint. The visual was crazy.
Yeah.
Now this track peaked at #1 when it first came out. And it just been getting played over and over and over, and you could keep on playing it. And I gotta shout out that girl Thames, man, because her shit is different. You know what I mean? Her music is her shit gonna be getting played a lot throughout this decade.
For sure.
She's been out for a few years, and now she's really heating up to where she's really showing her ass. You know what I mean?
For sure.
She's doing the thing. I like her sound. I like her wave. She's bringing the naturalness back to the scenery. You dig what I'm saying? Like
sure.
just in what she's singing about, how she looks. She's really just telling your other girl just slow down and really love the music and really, you know what I'm saying, flourish in the music again. It ain't all about. I ain't gonna say the twerking and shit. That's part of it. That's part of it, and that's part of entertaining yourself.
But she ain't overdoing it, like.
No, she's not. The simplicity
really about
is
her craft. Like.
Yeah, it's more about the craft than it is about what she portraying in the visuals. But
if anything, she just dressed sexy.
Yeah, she's just a sexy being, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that's the track right there up the top. I had to shed light to that one.
For sure.
Wait for you. You dig? Another one I want to get into. Let's do the J. Cole. Featuring Benny the Butcher. Well, it's Benny the Butcher featuring J. Cole, and it's Johnny P's Caddy. That's definitely a top track of the year.
Definitely.
They both went crazy. The beat is crazy. Tanner Talk 4. It's the first track on the album, so Benny was like, yeah, let's put this to the front. Let niggas hear this shit at the top.
Hell yeah.
But that's a dope track. They both went crazy on there.
For sure.
Shout out to that.
I think people downplay Benny's verse on there.
They do because it's J. Cole shit so fire.
But Benny shit crazy too.
It is. You're right.
Hell yeah.
It's hard. But that's how you want it.
Yeah.
You want it like that, I guess. You know what I mean? If y'all don't think mine's is the best, as long as the dude on the track with me is like, as long as people know it's a good track.
Yeah.
So they knocked that shit out the water.
Sure.
J.I.D. featuring 21 Savage and Baby Tate. That fucking surround sound shit go crazy.
Yeah.
I got beat in the truck. You dig what I'm saying? So when I be playing it in the truck, it's a surround sound banger. It's a surround sound banger. So shout out to that. Shout out to J.I.D. for that.
For sure.
21 showing his ass on that track. And the beat just resonates with them. Like I can't wait to hear that shit live. Like
for sure.
YG done made it on my list. He got a banger.
Off the new album?
It's off the new album. I Got Issues. He's saying he got issues.
Yeah.
That's the name of the album, but the track is Toxic. Yeah, that's the name of the track. And it's a sample of a Mary J's Be Happy song.
Yeah, I definitely
All
heard
I want
I definitely
is to be happy. I love samples. I love them because I love the original tracks. But YG went crazy off him. Him and his supporting cast went crazy off of this shit. And it's a top 5 track to me.
For sure.
Now, the last song I want to get into off the top 5 list is the best rap song of the year to me. And what I mean by rap song, I mean gritty bars, great production, in your face with it. It's a song by 38 Special, man. And that shit's called Eye on Money. I talked about this shit before in this segment, but that 7 Shots album, he got some shots on it. He got some bangers on there. And the only reason why it's not in my top 5, a few reasons, but it wasn't in my top 5 album because Pop had it in his.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? I want to bring some diversity, and it's only 7, 8 tracks. I kind of like them. I like them albums to be 10 or better, 9 or better.
Yeah,
you dig? Not discrediting it, but
7 songs is really still an EP.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But Eye on Money, no cap. I believe I listened to that shit 12 times straight when I first heard it. Just that boy right there went crazy on that Eye on Money. Yeah, he really did, and Heatmakers went crazy too. So that's my top 5 tracks. Like we always say, it's plenty more. Those are ones we want to pick out and point to. But yeah, man, shit sound great.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Real quick, man, let's jump into some artists that you're looking forward to next year.
Okay.
Who you got on your list?
I want to jump in.
But a couple.
I got a couple too. Right off the bat, Don Toliver.
Yeah.
I want to see how he gonna come out next year and twist shit up. He's a creative. You dig what I'm saying? So there's no one like him. It really ain't. He's a blend of different artists. I always say he's a blend of Travis Scott. He's a blend of Uzi.
Yeah.
He's blended between those, but he's his own artist, and he worked his way up to now. He's about to really pew him out the water.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to see what Don got going on. I can't wait to see what Lil Uzi Vert got going on. That fucking what's the name of the official name of that shit? I just wanna rock. Oh yeah. Shawty got that body, yeah.
I know the song you talking about. I just
That
don't know
shit
the name of
is
that shit.
silly.
It might be called Shorty Wanna Rock.
Shout out to Uzi for that shit, man. It's a TikTok banger.
Yeah.
It's a just new wave shit. It's just Uzi known to keep the party going, and he a creative himself. Can't no label hold him down. Ain't shit holding Uzi back, but Uzi. So he's dropping next year something crazy. I know he is, and I can't wait to see the energy that he brings. Yeah. But he got niggas going crazy off TikTok for real. Not just TikTok, but I believe that song was made for that type of audience. You dig? That's just a few I throw at you that I want to see this year coming up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
One of mine, man, is a Southern legend that never really got his just due, in my opinion.
Okay.
And that's Jody Breeze.
Oh, shout out to Jody, man.
Man, Jody been consistent. He stay dropping projects. I personally want to see what he does after some of the comments that Jeezy has made, you know, recently in the Drink Champs. You know, Jody posted some stuff today that he was just like, man, all that shit is lies.
Yeah.
You know, Jody was the first one out of the crew to get signed.
You know, they had a riff-raff in 09 and 010. I believe that's when Jody's career really just slowed down. I ain't gonna say stop because it never stopped, but it slowed down after he made a diss track for the Drake beat. It's okay, it's okay.
That Uptown Freestyle.
Uptown Freestyle. Yeah. So Jody made a diss track to Jeezy off of that, and it seemed like right there his energy switched. Yeah. But I believe that's what Jeezy mad about. Just that time frame right there. Yeah. That shit got twisted. Sure. So yeah.
But yeah, man, I think he a solid dude. I just think, man, it's some disloyalty going on in there somewhere. Yeah. And I think when niggas see that shit from certain niggas, that shit'll just be like, man, I don't even know if I want to be in the game like that.
That's how it is for real. Yeah.
Everybody around me know I'm spinning that shit.
Yeah, he is.
A lot of folk that been in the room with Jody, in the studio with Jody, say like, boy, you the one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he just never really got his shine like that, in my opinion. But you know, he put a lot of projects out. I'm just you know, looking forward to the future. I hope he stay consistent. I hope he don't let his talents go to waste.
I hope not. Still got more energy in the tank, I believe.
Yeah. He's still getting money. He's still, you know what I mean? Yeah. He's still moving around. He just, that loyalty shit real to him. He don't fuck with a whole bunch of niggas.
Word. So, it's people that counted them out. And we ain't just talking about rappers. We talking about producers. We talking about DJs. We talking about, you know, Atlanta. Like if you fuck with one person, you know, it's just a
click.
Yeah, clicks and shit like that. They get to doing. It's the same shit that happened with Quan. Rich homie Quan. Just certain motherfuckers start fucking with you. They ride the wave or business transaction, whatever it may be. Right. I don't think he gonna let that shit detour him. I don't think he gonna let that shit get him down. So I'm looking forward to some new music for him too, because he always been a spitter for real.
Yeah, for sure. My second one, man, is an R&B guy. I felt like just kind of disappeared. Like, what the fuck?
I think I know who you talking about. Your boy James?
Not James.
Okay.
Miguel.
Whoo! It is Miguel.
Miguel, man. Just saying, like, he kind of disappeared. Like,
didn't he have some issues with his wife? I mean, with his girl or something like that?
Maybe so. Okay. I'm not aware of him.
Okay.
But I mean, maybe that's the issue. But he got to pop back out, bro. Man, he had a lot of crazy music. One of my favorite albums he dropped was that Kaleidoscope Dream.
Ooh.
Or maybe it was called Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope Dream was a song. He had a song on there called Candles in the Sun. Go listen to that Kaleidoscope album.
I'm gonna go listen to that shit.
That bad when that nigga had the low cut. That motherfucker was Nigga look like for real.
Word. It just that's one of the melodies. He's a singer. One of the melodies that you gotta He had your ass singing in the shower.
Yeah.
Shit he did with Wale.
You remember that? Damn. What's that song he had with J. Cole?
Oh yeah. Oh, hold on. Don't tell me. I know it's on the tip of my motherfucking tongue.
Damn, what's that shit called?
I gotta look that shit up right now. That shit is crazy. In the video, they was in the rain and shit.
Not that one.
Not that one?
The first one.
Oh, that's the one. I like that one.
It was another one where he was just on the hook.
With him and J. Cole.
Yeah.
Damn. Is it called You? And it's you. All I Want Is You.
That's the one you talking about.
That's the one I'm talking about. Okay. He got another joint in J. Cole.
Damn.
But
Power Trip.
Yeah.
You know.
Sing a little bit of that. Shit. How that shit go a little bit? Shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, Power Trip. Yeah.
You know J. Cole made that beat.
I didn't know that shit. Yeah, that's a banger. That was a banger. Yeah, that definitely was a banger.
Yeah, man. J. Cole made that beat. So. Yeah, man, that's definitely.
I like that. All I Want Is You though. That nigga.
See that when he was first popped out. That nigga had that low ass cut.
Yeah. Shout out to the boy Miguel.
And he ain't had no holes then.
Shout out to the boy. He probably did on the low now. Don't think that from Cole.
Skinning them up.
Skinning their ass up.
Scuff season.
Miguel. Yeah. Shout out to Miguel. You know who kind of took Miguel's reign? I ain't gonna say took his reign, but who they think replaced him a little bit?
Who that?
Bruno
Mars?
Yeah. They was,
I can see them working together.
I can see them working together too.
Nigga, Miguel and Anderson .Paak record to go crazy.
All three of them. Put all three of them on the record together.
So that'll be what they call themselves.
Oh, they do call themselves Miguel and Anderson .Paak. They called
Bruno and Anderson .Paak.
I mean, excuse me, Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak.
Fuck.
What the fuck do they call themselves? They are
Soul Sonic.
They definitely
is
are.
That right?
Silk Sonic.
Silk Sonic.
Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak, Silk Sonic.
I would love to see Silk Sonic and Miguel make a record.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
that's dope. I would love to see that shit too.
For sure.
But shout out to Miguel. Yeah, Miguel, bring that good music back on the scene, man.
For sure.
Especially the R&B.
For sure. That's how we sing.
Yeah.
Songs that come out of fake entertainers. If a funeral's what you need, I can make the arrangements for sake of the plaintiffs and the judge and jury. If the gloves don't fit, I split in a fucking fury. These niggas do nothing for me.
Yeah, man, that was just a little sample of Ransom's verse on Funeral Arrangements, which is a song by Sari featuring Ransom and Lloyd Banks.
Shit dope, man.
Banger, man.
That shit dope.
This nigga went absolutely AWOL on this shit.
And we expect him to do so, you feel me?
Absolutely, man. That's one of my favorite verses of the year. Just a couple others I mentioned real quick. 38 Special verse on Benefit I thought was super dope. And somebody we hadn't mentioned too much on this pod, Lupe Fiasco, got a song called Gotti.
Wow.
His verse is crazy on there. But yeah, that's just a few I had, man. Shit, let's tap into that Johnny P.
The Johnny P's Caddy.
Johnny P.
Let's tap into that verse, man, because the boy just feeding off of off season.
Exactly.
I feel like he was still feeding off off season and he just wanted to get his shit out. And when you hear the Johnny P's Caddy beat, that shit make you want to write something dope. And Cole definitely executed off that. From the night I was born.
Rain was pouring. Man.
You feel me? You gotta dive into that, man.
Absolutely.
Cause I'm trying to revive a sport
That's dying.
Put them guns in the
Gun
trunk.
parts that y'all relying.
Got these nerves thinking that you niggas
Saw as I am.
But that just mean I ain't as comfortable as
Y'all ain't lying.
Stretching the truth.
No, I never stress in the booth.
They feel the pressure, me, I feel like I just
Left in my suit.
effortless. How I'm skating on these records.
I bet your favorite rapper naked in the noose.
Never letting them loose.
Cole the chosen one, man.
He the chosen one.
He the chosen one for sure.
Doing it his way in his career. He doing his career his way. You dig what I'm saying? He ain't really care about other people's opinions. He know he's nice. He put his niggas on. You see what he doing at Dreamville. He see doing these other features. 21, you want to get on track? Let's do it. Whoever want to get on the track and I like him, he doing it.
Yeah.
He's showing that shit now.
For sure.
He's showing his ass.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man. So those are just some motherfucking verses that resonate with us, and we just wanted to motherfucking show y'all like it's verses still out here for you.
Yeah.
No matter what region you in, you dig. You just gotta tune in.
For sure.
And with the verses come the beats, and I got a few beats that went crazy this year. I want to talk about.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. So one beat I want to talk about. It's a top beat for me this year. I'm gonna have to go with my boy. Yeah. We could go with him. I was going. I got a few to pick from, but he back on the rise. After Young Dolph had passed, it was a heartbreak for everybody in the game. Not everybody, but most people, especially everybody that rock with him. And his partner, the youngin' who he had by his side the whole time, Key Glock. We don't know what his career was. It was in the limbo, you dig? But he got a little EP that he pushed out. It's called PRE5L. Paper Route Empire 5L. He got a track off of there called Die Trying. The beat is crazy.
Shit crazy.
The beat crazy. And he seemed like he gonna bounce back. The record is crazy too. He doing his thing on the record, but the beat is just crazy and it's band play. The nigga be like, let the band play. Yeah. So that's the producer for that track. I love it, man. If y'all get a chance to go rock with it. It's 5 or 6 tracks on the EP. He just hopping back out the water. So yeah, Key Glock, Die Trying. Another joint I want to get into is let's go a track from Donda, a track from that Donda album.
Yeah.
Keep It Burning. Crazy.
I fuck with that.
You fuck with that beat?
Hell yeah.
That shit, they went crazy. In the video, they went crazy on the visual too. So it's Future and it's Kanye West. Keep It Burning. That's ATL Jacobs on the track.
He hot too.
Yeah, I fuck with ATL Jacobs. ATL Jacob. I fuck with him on the tracks. Let's Keep It Moving. Metro Boomin. He dropped the album Heroes and Villains. All the Money. Yeah. 21 went dumb on that shit. Yeah, they went dumb on that shit. That beat is crazy too.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? Metro known to throw some
That's a
heat.
good album too. Man.
It is. This is a good compilation album. Shout out to 21. Shout out to Metro Boomin. He put that shit together. It's a good compilation. And sooner or later we might have to do the top compilation albums from the last few years.
Yeah.
Cause some of them compilations don't be all that up.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? They don't be all that. Nah. Nah, you know it.
Yeah.
Let's get to another one. Only Built for Infinity Links. That's a project that Offset and Takeoff. Excuse me. That's a project that Quavo and Takeoff put together. And rest in peace to Takeoff. We all know the unfortunate situation that happened. But he put out a good album before he passed. They put out a good body of work. And a track that I want to shed some light on is called Bars in the Captions. And Buddha Bless, he blessed that beat.
He nice too.
Yeah, I fuck with Buddha Bless. He blessed him with that beat.
For sure.
And it seemed like he got like a little sample off it. You gotta check it out, man. The shit is crazy. It do got a sample off it. It's Outkast. He took the Outkast beat and he motherfucking made it his own.
I think I know which one you're talking about too.
That Fresh and So Clean shit.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
He took the Fresh and So Clean
That's
shit and
the
he
one.
made it his own. So shout out to Buddha Bless. I got a lot of respect for him. I listen to him a lot. Now, Reason. I don't know if y'all familiar with the boy Reason, but he got a track. It's called Bitch I Barely Miss. That shit is crazy. It's dope.
Hell yeah.
Mike Hector, producer on that shit. It's actually a few producers on that track, but Reason, as you know, you could get outshadowed. Might not have a big catalog, or niggas might not be familiar with your work, but he definitely, Bitch I Barely Miss. That's a track that's to be reckoned with, and the beat is crazy.
Yeah.
Now my boy told me this ain't the top beat. He said this ain't the top beat. I believe it is because it's so impactful, man. Glorilla, Cardi B.
No, I'm not knocking that.
Nah, I know you ain't knocking that.
Yeah, I ain't knocking that.
I know you ain't knocking that, but I just love the beat. I feel like I can rap over the beat. You feel me? That's when I hear it. I be stumbling, mumbling words to myself.
Yeah.
But that Tomorrow too, man, shit go crazy to me. Macaroni Tony, he the producer on the beat. He the one who laid it down. I love it, man. Old girl rocked it out the park, and it's a lot of beats to pick from because it's a lot of dope songs, a lot of dope artists. But I just named a couple that I like.
I just feel like that Glorilla beat. I don't know, man. It just.
You feel like anybody could have fucked that beat up?
I feel like anybody could have made that beat.
Okay, yeah, okay. But I'm glad he made this shit because when I hear it come on, I just be like, they say they can fuck with me, but nigga, you can fuck with me. And I just let that shit rock out like that.
Now, her cadence on top of it is.
Yeah.
Fuck, yeah.
But you know, I just like how that shit went down. So
yeah.
Them the beats, man. Them the beats we wanted to shed light on, man. And
Sure.
Now, if y'all been rocking with us, y'all know it's a segment in our show where we give out flowers, and it just shows any artist, any influencer, anybody who deserves their just due now rather than when they pass. You know what I mean? Anybody we can shed a light on now before their time is behind us. That's what we like doing for every show because it is, you deserve your flowers now.
Absolutely.
You dig what I'm saying? You deserve your flowers now. And this person that I want to give my flowers to, man, he put on for his city. He's continuously doing that. Whether it's the music, whether it's the TV, whether it's a lot of different shit. He came out hard, man. He made his own lane when he came out. He had some help from a big producer who helped him make his own lane because that producer was making his own lane too. Mm-hmm. They both represent the city of Atlanta to the fullest.
Okay.
Yeah, these Atlanta boys, they rep it to the fullest. He ain't let none of the outside noise fuck up what he had going on. He just fed off of it. And yeah, I gotta give my flowers to that boy, the Prince of Crump, Mr. OKKKKK himself. Scrappy, bro.
Oh,
I gotta give my flowers to Lil Scrappy.
Yeah.
So when I first touched down to Georgia from New York, these guys lit up the airways. Scrappy, Lil Jon, Ludacris, like it wasn't nowhere in Atlanta where you listen to music you didn't hear from them. No problem. You don't want no problem with me. Being me, we be 50 deep.
Hey.
He really was shutting down the shows. Shout out to them niggas because they made the visual feeding off of the Training Day movie. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying? And they put it.
I think it was like on their soundtrack, maybe.
It might have been on the soundtrack. Yeah. I bet it was.
Yeah.
But man, they showed their ass. Shout out to Lil Jon, just leading Scrappy on along the way. You know what I mean? A vet in the game, leading a young boy. You could never ever get on my level, ho. He was telling niggas like, man, we in the club, we reckless, we motherfucking getting crunk, we doing it our way. The new young niggas is the wave. Mm-hmm. And he really made his way. He was always him as an artist. I believe that's why 50 fucked with him. I believe that's why other rappers in the game, T.I., niggas are really fucking with Scrappy because Scrappy, he was who he said he was.
Yeah.
He wasn't with the faking and shit. He wasn't faking his funk.
Yeah.
But I just think the boy went crazy. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
He showed niggas he was a head bustle.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
He'll start a ride in the club.
He'll
quick.
start a motherfucking ride. But I want to give my flowers to Lil Scrappy, man. He definitely put on for, like I said, for his city early. A young teenager put on for his city, and he made sure the world knew what ATL was about. So my flowers go to the Prince of Crunk,
Shout out to
Lil
that,
Scrappy.
Man.
Yeah.
Shout out to that, man.
Word.
Shout out to Scrappy.
Word.
Definitely influential in my walk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You gotta pay attention to all the young niggas that's coming up out your area. So shout out to Scrappy, man.
Word.
My flowers today is going to a big time influencer. This guy has paved the way for a whole label of artists. Show ATL a new sound. Show ATL a new wave, a new way to dress.
Staying in Atlanta with it.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely staying in Atlanta with it. This guy is so versatile when it comes to music. He always show love to his people. That's like one of his main things. He try to put all his young niggas on.
Word.
Show a lot of love. Got a lot of respect in the city. Shit, but he also get respect from some of the higher ups. Like he been collabing with everybody in the game. Definitely got hours worth of material that he can perform.
Wow. Okay.
Recently got into a little, you know what I mean, some legal trouble, but I just wanted to bring awareness to that whole situation and show some love. And my flowers today go to Young Thug, man.
Thugger.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot I can say about the guy, man. Definitely influential. Got a lot of dope ass music, a lot of quotables.
He does.
A lot of crazy cadences.
He does.
A lot of high pitch yelling and shit.
Definitely does.
Definitely switched up how people looked at music, man.
Word.
We praying for you, big dog. I know shit ain't looking good right now. But we definitely don't want to see people of the culture in any type of legal trouble. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see our people incarcerated.
That's a fact, man.
We are more valuable out here and making moves. And man, we just praying for you, man. Praying for you and your situation. Hoping everything come out all right, man. And
yeah.
Just wanted to give you your flowers, man. Maybe you hear this, maybe you don't. Maybe somebody tell you about it. But shout out to you, man. Thugger.
The music is definitely not forgotten about.
Nah, definitely not.
The motion ain't forgot about. You really showed a lot of artists they could be themselves.
Right.
Or they could try new things. Just for staying at the top of the charts for a lengthy time. Like Pop was saying, you know, putting the rest of your artists on, really helping out other artists that you might not even worked with. He helped them out as far as label situations, giving them good advice.
Yeah.
He did have back to school shit going on. I know Closer
do a lot of charity.
He do a lot of charity shit.
Did a lot of shit in Villa Rica.
Did a lot of shit in the town we live in. I mean, a lot could be said, a lot good could be said about Young Thug and just what he's brought to the table when it comes to music and the things that he could buy with the music he's the money he's made off music. So shout out to Thug. Like Pop said, it ain't never over till it's over. Keep fighting. Right. Keep working the loophole. And I mean, I hope this situation makes you a better person at the end of the day.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Word.
Hell yeah, man. Like I mentioned before, this is the last episode of 2022. Next time y'all see these faces,
yep,
we will be in a new year.
We will.
Just to wrap up the whole 2022, man, I'm very thankful that we have this platform to be able to communicate with you guys.
Yes,
you
sir.
know, whether we giving our expertise on music or whether we trying to give life lessons or give flowers, whatever the case may be. We definitely appreciate everybody that has tuned in, everybody that has subscribed to YouTube.
Yes, indeed.
We appreciate each and every one of you.
Yep.
Please keep spreading the word. We want this thing to grow. You know what I'm saying? We be putting in a lot of work behind the scenes. We produce this show ourselves.
Yes,
so,
yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Got a new banner. Got a new, you know what I mean? Got the little joints to go on the cups.
We doing a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
We doing a little better than what we started with, you know what I mean? So, peace and prosperity over the new year. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day,
love on your people, love on your family, man.
Well, I was just about to say, at the end of the day, make it all count. Make it all count.
Make your life count.
It's all about your mindset, and that's why we have these mindset moments within the show, just to broaden your horizon about different situations and different topics. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Don't shy away from your thoughts.
Right.
I always go back to, you know, when you're a student in the classroom and you might have something to say, but you don't want to be the only one holding your hand up and participating and all that. Somebody might need to hear it. Somebody might need to feed off your energy.
A lot of times they do.
They do. You know what I mean? That's we feed off each other well, and just off the camera and shit. You know what I mean? We vibe together well and really motherfucking move in a brighter mindset.
Yeah.
Dig? So that's what the show is about. You know, just bringing different opinions and different mindset and a different front to the game. And there's gonna be plenty more to come. Look out for these interviews coming at the top of the year. More merch dropping. Give them the site where they can get the merch from, Pop.
Oh yeah, man. It's mosheppublishing.com/merch. That's where you'll find all the merch. You'll find them. MoShellPublishing.com. You'll find all our episodes there.
Yes.
And you'll also, you know, have a look in what we got going on.
Yeah, what we got going. But at the end of the day, we still rolling. We still keeping it going.
Absolutely.
2023 is the next step. It's the next year up. Happy holidays to you guys.
Happy holidays.
Safe travels if you're going out of town. And bring in the new year safely. Don't bring in the new year in jail, or don't bring in the new year on somebody's floor in the worst way, because you can't
can't handle your liquor.
Can't handle
Can't hold my liquor.
But yeah, peace and love from the Mindset crew, from the Mindset team. We're gonna see you guys next year.
Let's get it.
We out here.
True to the game, I remain solid. They toot their nose up cause I don't fuck with everybody. Cause they really hiding demons deep off in their closet. I'd rather pull up to the bank and make a new deposit. I'm a product of the real cause I move in silence. Eternal poetry cause this shit is timeless. On this marathon forever I got different mileage. I'm steady gassing in the whip cause we on autopilot. Hey.